Okay, give it a minute. Let's see if we need to move this a little. All righty. Give it a couple minutes and we'll work on some mini. Hi, Christy, April, Sandy. Y'all the first ones here. Amaris. Let's see. Get my hair up out of my face. Hi, Midnight Lizard. It's been a while. Are you okay? Haven't seen you in forever. Let's see. Connie, Pamela. Hi, Debbie Bruce. Good morning. Thanks, everybody, for being here on, as Julie calls it, Wonderful Wednesday. Can y'all hear me okay? Let's make sure my mic's pointing the right direction. Can y'all hear the birds? Hi, Nashua. Anne. Hi, Anne. Robin. Amaris. I tore my muscle. Oh, no. Well, sit still and watch then, Amaris. Don't get all excited. Sit still and watch the show. Hi, Missy. Hi, Aunt Beck. Aunt Beck, did the trees come down? Did all the trees come down in your neighborhood? Hi, Linda Rance. Let's see. Kristen, Carmen, Rachel. Good morning, Rachel. And Fibs. Hi, Dee Ritchie, Icy. They did come down. That had to be a precision job. Terry Brett. So good morning, everybody. I always try to say good morning to as many people as I can. Okay, go work out. Work out, Carmen. That's important. Hey, Hut, how you doing? Good to see you. If y'all don't follow the comic book Hut, he's about to launch his new comic. Hi, Maseki. Hi, Uncle Dan. So, yeah, my name's Dee Dee. I stream every Monday and Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern. And been here about going on 11 years between here and Ustream, between YouTube and Ustream. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. I can't do the bubbly Edna voice. That's just, I hear it in my head. I can hear it in my head, Hut, but. Hi, Janet. How you doing? How you doing? See, I can't do it, Hut. How you doing? Let's see, Zena. There's Julie Topaz. Happy wonderful Wednesday, Julie. Let's see. Hi, Ann. Julianne. Sorry, Julianne. So anyway, anybody else I missed coming in? Thanks everybody for being here. Barb. So, and lurkers, good morning, lurkers. Got your coffee or tea? And so I'm going to It's over 11 years now. Okay, so we're heading toward 12. Will it be 12 years in November, Julie? I think it'll be 12 years in November. So, yeah. Lots of streamage. We have way over 1,000 videos, and that's just the ones that are still up on YouTube. I got multiple playlists thanks to Picola, my little snapdragon, who made me do them. Let's see who else. Kristen. I said hi to Terry Brett. So yeah. So y'all know, let's just go ahead and roll right into it here. Our little axolotl says good morning. Oh, that's right. That's right. So it'll be 12 years in November. Thank you, thank you, Julie. Hi, Dawn. So anyway, y'all know, we'll back up a little. I pushed this up. Well, first let me show y'all. I did put the second coat on the art journal for Patty Lang, she did a stream auction where the proceeds went to Ukraine, and it did get a little bit of paint on there, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, I put 2 coats of varnish on it here. So I'll send this out to her. She did give me her address. Somebody told her that we did this for her. So she messaged me on Facebook, and she sent me her P.O. box. So I'm going to get this out to her tomorrow. So look how good it turned out with the varnish. So I thought it was really pretty. So this will go to Patty Lang. I am going to put it in the mail tomorrow. I put the first coat of varnish on my large floral journal that we worked on Monday, and it turned out pretty nice. It needs another coat. You can see it's not quite as shiny as the other one. It needs 2 coats. So I'm going to put another coat of varnish on this one. I just put 2022 there. And yeah, so it's the same. Isn't it bright and pretty, Carmen? It's the same. Same kind of, journal. Y'all see me working these. I don't know. I have 4 or 5 of these. And so this will be the new one. So what I want to do today is, y'all know we have worked and made magazine journals over the years. Here's one that has 3 magazines, and you can see, this is why I tell y'all, work front to back to front, some in the middle, because you can see how it warps the spine if you don't do that. If you just go front to back or mostly front to back, your spine is going to do that. And I have, I don't know, let me see how many of that. 1, 2, 3. I have about 5 of these. I have about 5 of these magazine journals. And what they are, these are probably all either Somerset Studio or art journaling magazines. And I've glued 3 together, covered it with some scrapbook paper, bound it extra with packing tape. Now the washi tape is there, but there's packing tape over it. Washi tape is not going to hold that. Hi, Becky Kalura. Let's see. Hi, Tina. Good morning, Tina. So, and so then what you do is, you start doing the reverse collage where you paint out things. You paint out things, and these have been inked, distressed, all different kinds of ways. This is the oldest versions of my magazine journals, is these the big ones like this, right? So we started doing them like this. Hi Lana. Then we did a couple of these mini magazine, mixed media magazine journals. And so hi Jen, Kathy, Tommy Joe. So this is the same thing, but this is 2 magazines cut in half and glued them together. So that's 4 signatures, if you will. So, and and I will start by saying I did hand cut these, and they're not perfect. Well, nothing we do here is, but but if you want really nice, safe cuts, um, and this is not for kids to do. If you want nice, safe cuts, take it over to your Office Depot, Office Max, Staples, wherever they cut things down, and let them cut the magazines for you in half for a couple of bucks, and then go glue them together. Okay, you can see, there you go. See how they're not even matching up hardly? And I did paint the edges black. And anyway, so this one we did, and here's what the official thing, this is from 2017. MMMICPP, Mini Magazine Mind Mapping Idea Collecting Prompt Playground. And it's kind of the same way. It's reverse collaging. So what that means is I take and I paint out. I paint out areas. And then you can add other things in, like I added these little white doodles, but I painted out the background. And, I skip around, which I recommend so that you don't warp your spines. Okay. Hi, Tracy. So these are 2 different magazines cut in half. And then you can play in them. You can paint in them. Most everything in this one I finger painted. I finger painted in the paint areas. So I'm just going to kind of quickly go through and flip through. And it's a way to free yourself up from perfectionism. I mean, I can't tell you, and I try to not say the word either, but I can't tell you how many people I watch, and I do it too, so I'm not fussing at anybody. Here are the enablers. Well, it's not perfect. And I hear that, it's, not perfect. I don't know. Why do we have to say why do we even have to address that something's not perfect? You know what I mean? Why do we even have to say that? So anyway, so here's some of the pages that I've done in this one. And so I'm just kind of skipping through. Just something. Here's another one. And almost all these are done with finger painting. And then some stamping, a little bit of collage. And so it's just so fun. It's so fun to do these, right? So then after we did this one, and again, it's very thick because it's four different signatures, sections, 2 magazines cut in half. Okay, so that's the mini magazine. Well, then I went ahead and started this one for the year, just a half comp book. Okay, put it in caps if y'all are talking to me. I know, but we say it all the time, and I hear it on YouTube on all kinds of channels. Art shows. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, but why do we even have to say that, right? Okay, so hi McKinney. So this is the one that I started for this year of for my color book, my year of color, and this is my color collage one for the year. And now I've done many collages like this, from poster sizes that are 30 by whatever inches, many altered books, art journals. If you look up in my playlist, you'll find all those in there. Okay. So, and I say it too. I say it too. Like it's a habit. We say it. So these are the ones I've done so far with collage. And now these in this book here start with a blank page. This is just a comp book. It starts like, just a comp book like this, right? So this book starts with the blank pages. Whereas the magazine journals, you have something on there to start with. And I'll zoom in when we start working on it, but I want to be far enough away so that while we're cutting and everything, you can see. So This is the one that we did. I think we did this one last Wednesday. Okay. Thank you, Janet. This is the one we did last Wednesday. Yeah, you have to speak English, guys, or don't speak, just sit and watch, okay? Because we don't know what you're saying. So, all right. So anyway, that's just a mini comp book. So those are the different magazines and mini books that we've done. So I thought we would do another kind of version of the same kind of thing, except now we're going to cut a magazine up into 3 sections, and then with the leftover pieces, use this for collage fodder. Okay. So I did one. This is let's put it together. Let's see. I already started putting things over the top, but it was something like this, right? So what I've done is I cut it basically in half, and then all that will be collage fodder. So when I cut this in half, cut this off, that's where I got all this. Okay. And then we cut that leftover into thirds. And then if you want to, you could pile these up and make them, make them one big one if you want. But I thought it would be fun just to have some little mini ones. You could carry, have these carried around. You can gesso them. You could collage them. You could just paste random things in it. So that's what I just started doing, a little bit of glue down from the leftovers in here. Just a couple things just to kind of show you. But what you want to do is take and paint out the areas. Reverse collage. You're painting out things, like getting rid of the text, painting it out. You can cover it up. You can do however you want, right? You can do it however you want. But I wanted to go ahead and make one, and I'll probably give 1 or 2 away. Now, again, I can't send these international. I don't even know if I flattened them out, how much they would cost to send. So I just can't do it. I'll just probably pick somebody to give one to, just so y'all can see how it works. Okay, so that being said, there was one other thing. Hang on, I got to think about it. It's right there at the forefront of the mind. Okay, I remember what it is. Let me write it down. Okay. All right. Hi, CNP, Cat and Paste. You like the little size? Aren't they cute? So I'm going to cut one down here and show you. Again, this is not for kids. My channel's not for kids. But we do try to keep it family friendly. But it is not for kids, just FYI. And I do recommend that you take this and get it cut. It'd be so much easier for you, and you'll get it nice and even. Maybe not perfect. Hi, Julia O. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. All right, so I'm just going to use one of these to measure with here. Let me get because I don't remember the exact measurement. So let's just go ahead and cut this like this. All right. And then we'll just cut this. It doesn't have to be perfect. See, I don't even want to say it. I just want this divided into thirds. One could be bigger than the other. They could be a little bit different sizes, just so they're little and handy. Okay. So the first thing I do, I am on a cutting mat here. I am going to use one of these kind of box cutter blades because it's easier than an X-Acto knife, although I have done it with an X-Acto knife, but this is just easier and you can cut it a little deeper. All right, so always use a metal ruler. Do not use, here's my teacher's voice, do not use a plastic ruler when doing this. Don't ask me how I know. Do not use a plastic ruler. It will slide up. This will slide over a plastic ruler like butter, okay? You have to have a metal ruler. And I'm going to be on an angle just so I can do it safely. You want to push down as hard as you can. Okay, yes. And take your time, okay? So, and got to have a cutting mat because you don't know when you're going to get to the bottom. So I'm just going to start cutting, and these are going to start coming off here. These are going to be our fodder. These are not attached to anything. So just kind of move them out of the way as you cut. I'm concentrating here, guys. I really want to be careful. I'm pushing as hard as I can on this ruler so it doesn't move. Okay, there we go. So all this will be our fodder, like I tore up the last magazine I did. I didn't keep every page. We'll do that in a minute. We'll get done the cutting first, then we'll tear that down. But this was out of this magazine. And you don't have to use the same stuff out of the same magazine. It's probably preferable if you don't, because then you got different stuff to use with different pages that don't coordinate. Okay. So now, and you want to put the spine to the back, because that's going to be where you want to start cutting first. Don't do it this way. It'll start separating and all your pages will really get wonky. Start cutting on the spine. Okay, so we're going to cut these two down. And it's a little harder to cut through that spine. You got to take a little more time. Okay. All right. Because these aren't going to slide apart, like these did. They're attached to the spine. And again, you should probably, if you can, take it to a office or Staples or something and have them cut it. Especially if you're not used to cutting things, you don't want to injure yourself. Okay, let's see how far. Okay, a little bit more. Get it lined back up. Because it's going to be the toughest to cut through right there at the spine. Whoops, I moved it. Hang on. See, I'm already through the back, except for the spine. Let's see how we're doing here. Just going to cut through that little bit of spine back here. There we go. There's a little bit of an edge there. You can kind of shave that off if it bothers you. All right, so there we go. There's one. I'm going to do the other one here. Thank you, Tina. I'm not looking at chat real much right now, guys. I'm trying to, pay attention to what I'm doing here. All right, so now I'm going to cut down this other section. Now, don't get this blade too long because it'll snap off if you put, extra pressure on it. You don't want that to happen. So, okay, not quite. Always keep the spine to the top. Okay, almost. righty. A little bit. Let's go from this side. Maybe just get a little bit of that spine right there. See if I can snap it yet. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Let's do a little bit more right there. You're cutting through glue and everything else. Okay, there we go. And again, you can shave off that little. All right, so there's our 3 little mini books. Okay, now what I did on the other one, close your blade, Barb Owen said. All right, so now what I did is I just kind of quickly went through these. Now, don't overthink this. Don't keep every little, unless you have absolutely no. Hang on, got to get my fingers because I was pushing on. Let me get my fingers rolling again. If you have any amount of collage fodder, do not keep every little scrap. Rachel, just keep, and this is a little thick. I won't keep the cover there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of quickly flip through. I don't see, there's just nothing on there I want to keep. I'm going to flip through, and if there's anything that I want to keep, I'm just going to tear it down like this. Okay. I may want something. I may just whatever like kind of appeals to you. But don't try to keep every page unless you have absolutely no collage fodder. Let me brighten this up a little. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead now. I'm done cutting. And let's move this out of the way. I think that's just taking away a little bit of the lighting. There we go. All right, let's see. Let's brighten this up just a little bit. There we go. All right, so again, I'm just going to look at any little pieces that I like. Like I like that little face. That's cute. Now remember, this is just for your own little art journal. All right, so let's put this up here. This is trash. All right, I'm just going to kind of look. I mean, and you might like this, you may not, but just you don't need to keep every little bit because remember, you're going to have tons of this, whether it's from this magazine, another magazine, other fodder, So, like, I just like these flowers right there. And you don't have to tear it all down right this second. I just kind of am doing it quick. It could just be a little piece of color that you like, like maybe just that heart and a little red and orange. And it's not that I don't like this. I just don't think I'll use it, right? That's kind of creepy cool. We'll keep that little bird face. So, but just keep things that you, and look at the back before you tear, because there may be something better on the back. I like just that little bit of stitching. All right, let me check. A cutting board is next on my list. Well, you can get different sizes too. I got that. I've had that one for years. Quilting mat, cutting mat. And again, I love these, but I'm just not going to use them. So I'm not going to keep it if I'm not going to use it. It piles up. Y'all know, you've seen my collage fodder, plastic, snapped shut. In the big envelopes of plastic envelopes of collage fodder on my shelves. What's it called? It's a quilting mat. Let me see here. And there's different kinds. This is an American Crafts one, Tina. American Crafts. I don't think it says anything else on it. Just American Crafts. There's no ISBN or anything. That was probably on a sticker that I took off at the time. Yeah. cutting mat, quilting mat. I don't know if you can still get that exact one because I've had that one for years. Okay, so I like this little piece here. Let's see. So just pick out the little bits that you think you're going to use in your little mini art journal. It doesn't even have to be for the mini art journal. This could just be some little pack of collage fodder that you can use on, other magazine journals or journals in general. Journals in general, you could use some of these in your, like this. I could use this in my traveler's notebook. You can use them in anything, any place you use fodder, right? And also, don't be afraid to use something upside down, sideways. Don't be afraid to tear it up, cover it up with paint. Stop it so I can get those. Thanks, Rachel. So let's see. Getting toward the back. And you have to remember how much this stuff I have. So if you see me go, why didn't you say that? You just don't know how much stuff I have of this. That I just don't need more. So I'm just kind of being particular, if you will. Okay, so this is how much I saved out of that end. Just that. Now, on the other one, I saved a little bit more. But that's all going in one pile, okay? All right, so these are the ones that I just cut, and there's a little bit, I could do a little bit of shaving on here. Shave down a little bit of pieces that I didn't cut very well. That's why if you can, take it to Staples or Office Depot, whatever office place you have, and have them cut it for you. Okay. All right. So there's those. These are the other ones that I had. So now I have 6 little mini books, mini magazines. All right. Yeah. Self-healing mat. Yeah. But how big is it, Tina? I have self-healing mats that are this big. So make sure you get one that's big enough that if you want to cut at least an 8x10 magazine. So some of them are really little. And I have some of those little ones too. So look at the size, okay? All right. So, and again, if y'all missed it, here's the journal that we did on Monday for Patty Lang. It's varnished. And so I'm going to get this out in the mail to her tomorrow. She did give me her P.O. box. Somebody told that we did this for her, which is fine. I mean, I did tell her where, at what point in the video on Monday she could go and watch us do this. So I'm going to send that out to her on Monday. And I did finish, well, I put 1 coat of varnish. See how it's not quite completely shiny. It needs 2 coats of varnish on these. But I did varnish the first coat on here. So now I just put a second coat of this, and that one will be ready to play in. All right. So there's a few things. Oh, okay, 12x18. That's pretty good size, Tina. But make sure you order you a metal ruler if you don't have one. Do not cut without a metal ruler. All right. So again, I did start just gluing a couple things in this one. And when I'm gluing this, it will wrinkle a little bit if you just use glue stick. But in a little magazine journal like this, I'm wanting to play, maybe throw a quote, some sticker, something I found, something I just want to play with. I really don't want to get out the matte medium and the gluing and all that. I just use a glue stick on something like this. Okay. But you can use whatever glue you, well, I don't recommend using, unless it's something like something a little thicker, like cardstock weight, then you might want to use some tacky glue. But that's the wet glue is going to make it wrinkle. Unless you use like the golden matte medium, where you're gluing it down, smashing it down with the card and really working it, right? That's not what these are for. Okay. These are just to play in. And so that's what we're going to do. So you could use gesso if you want. I'm just going to use white acrylic paint. You could use black. You could use lots of different colors. But how I usually how I started out with my other magazine journals is I went through the whole thing and pretty much whited out all the text. See, a base coat of text. See here. Every place that there was text, I went through the whole thing. That took some hours. I'm not going to lie. It took some hours to go through this whole thing and white out all the text. You don't have to do it all at once. You can do it in stages. You can do it, just as you do the pages. But one of the nice things about having, let me get me a medium size brush here. One of the nice things about having the pages whited out is they're ready to go. They're ready to work on, unless you're just going to glue random. And let's go ahead and move in here. Unless you're just going to glue random fodder from your day on these pages, which you could just go right on top of this. Like let's say I had a little note from a happy mail, a little note from a happy mail. What I'm thinking of is when Selena sent me the fabric thing, she sent a little note in there thanking me. Well, you could throw that in there, right? You can just throw little things in here of anything from your day. It can just be a little day journal or whatever you want to use it for. But I'm just going to show you here what I do. Okay. I don't put, I'm careful not to go over the edge because you'll glue your pages together if I'm not putting wax paper, but look, I'm just not going right to the edge, just so that it's a quick process. And I'm not even caring. Well, I really don't even want to try to cover all the text. It just kind of puts it into the background. Now you will have to dry in between because, obviously you have to dry or glue your pages together. And run your hands over them to make sure they are glued. I mean, they are dry because you will glue them together. Okay, let's see. Got any questions? Did I say hi to you, Flo? Hi, Mirkwood. Okay. Oh, one other thing. If y'all noticed, look at this. I did go get some more Velcro dots because I did in fact give them all the other ones to Boo, and I just made 4 of them with the Velcro dots so that you can just Velcro them together, and made these little cuffs. So I made 4 cuffs. Oh wait, yeah, there. I was gonna say, is this one I made? Yeah. So you glue the Velcro dots, and then just can make some cuffs. Okay. Velcro dots, and there too. And then you just Velcro them together, and then you just have these little cuffs. So I did make 3 with my Selena Amour fabric strips of from India pieces of trim. I know, I love them. So thank you. Yes, I didn't make this. I mean, you know that, Debbie. You were here on Monday. So yeah, I just got the Velcro and just like that. So I did want to show you that. Okay, so let's go back to this. All right, so I just randomly opened it to one in the middle, but let's go back over here to this front page. And I'll do a few of these. I'm not going to do make you watch me paint out the whole book, but I would do that. If y'all weren't here, I'd be painting out every text page. Okay, this is just something that I had torn out and glued down here. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for Seki. take too long to dry. I mean, I'm not putting a heavy coat. You can, see, you can still see the text through it. So I'll do a few pages just so you can see, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to paint it out. You can just start, finding collage fodder and gluing it in. And then you can glue things on top of it that are more meaningful to you. You can, in other words, you can use your fodder just as a background. Thanks, Tracy. I'm just making sure that there's no places that aren't dry. All right, so I'm going to skip over. Well, let's go ahead and do this last one here. Now, and remember, when you start working in these journals, I just thought of this as I, was breaking the spine right there. Some pages might start tearing out depending on the magazine you're using. These are pretty solid, but sometimes you'll have magazines where the pages will start falling out. Well, I don't care. I just start taping them in. If you use washi tape, though, glue the washi tape down. Don't trust washi tape to be a real tape, but it can be if you put glue under it, right? So. All right, so again, it just gives you a base to start doing other things on. Painting, which we'll do some of that too. Now, thanks, Julie. If you do start painting, then you will want to put some wax paper behind it, like if you paint like I do, where I do a lot with just finger painting, then you're probably going to want to, if you're just doing it like what I'm doing here, where I'm just painting, like to the edge, but not really over the edge, then that's okay. But, when I start painting, like, find a page here. When you start throwing paint on here with, like I'm doing here with finger painting, then you're going to want to put wax paper between them, because you're going to glue those shut. If you get paint over the edge of even the littlest bit, you're going to glue your pages shut. So you're going to want to put wax paper when you start really doing that. But these don't have to be all that. It doesn't have to be all that. These can just be little remnants of your day, little stickers, little happy mail, just little bits of fodder, things that you come across in your day, a little note, a little, whatever you come across. It can be that. And, you can put a date on here with, stickers or a label or something, and just make a little collection. Okay. Hi, Angie. Angie, good thing you weren't here earlier, Angie. You would have had to look away while I was cutting. Angie doesn't like cutting and needles and things like that. Dangerous things. I think she gets nervous. Like I see her at Mary's. Oh, I got to look away. So, all right. So again, I'm not going over the edge. I'm just kind of getting rid of some things. All right, so I won't make you watch me do this whole book, but I would be doing myself. I'd do the whole book. But what I want to show you now is let's just get some other colors out, make it a little more interesting, and let me get a couple pieces of wax paper. So who here has made a magazine journal at some point, whether it's this size, whether it's one of this size or this size? Who's made some mini magazines? Hi, Cat and Paste. Okay, now let's get some colors. I'll get a fresh palette out. Not that I need one. Acrylic paint, you can pile it up and pile it up. Like, where's my big one here? Like here's the one I can use when I'm not on stream. But when I'm on stream, that's really kind of out of camera, out of camera range. Okay, so Arlene says she alters magazines. Hi, Journey. I said hi to Flo and Anne. S. McKinney says she loves her magazines and books that I've seen you do. Oh, thanks. All right, so I don't know what colors I'm going to use. I'll start with let's just go with this one here. It's got pink and blue. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of wax paper. I hope y'all can see this. If y'all want me to zoom in another click, if y'all want me to zoom in one more, I can. I just want, I like you to be able to see, the paint and the process and everything. But if you can't see very well, then I will zoom in. But how's that look? Let's scrape your Kristen. I see him. Hi, Colleen. Kathy and Colleen streamed yesterday, and they stream again on Thursday. They moved it from Friday to Thursday, so they stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays about around 10 a.m. Eastern. You never altered a magazine? Okay, well, again, this one's cut down, but it's the same kind of process that I'm getting ready to show you. You can do anything in them. You can paint them, you can glue in them, you can collage in them, you can journal in them, you can put text in them. You can just do so much with them. And it's fun. Okay, so these little mini ones, Colleen, if you missed it, we cut down some art journaling magazines into these little ones, and then the right side of the magazine we kept and tore down fodder for the little books. All right, so for instance, in this one, there's pink and blue. So let's just get out a little bit. And you don't have to match the colors, but this is a good way to practice. Let's see, I need to open this. This is a good way to practice your color matching, color blending. Come on. I got a fresh pink here. I can't get it open. There we go. With different things. And you don't have to use your fingers. I just like finger painting, which reminds me I got to get out. Well, I got one little baby wipe here. So let's put out and always shake up your acrylic paints. Just put a little, you don't need much for something this little, right? You don't need too much. All right, so let's use a little pink and a little blue, maybe a little darker blue. See, I bought a couple new colors the other day. Well, last week. The other day is last week for me when they were on 30% off. So I replaced a couple colors. So this one is Open Water. So I think that's one of their new colors. That does not sound familiar to me at all. All right, Open Water and then Poodle Skirt Pink. So what I like to do with these kind of things, and again, if you don't like to get messy, you don't like to, that's fine. And I did wrap that around each one of these so that you don't glue them shut. So what I usually do, I'll pick up, just start picking it up here, and I'll just start painting in. And you don't have to have the text already, you don't have to have the text whited out, but sometimes, it's helpful depending on the color you're using, right? So I'm using pink, which probably would behoove you to have the text whited out. Okay, so there we go. So that's how quick. Okay, that's how quick. You can cover up as much of the whatever there is. You can use your baby wipe and wipe it back. All right, so then we'll do that, and then we'll dry this, and maybe we'll put some clouds. So let's get a little bit of white. I'm trying to just keep, I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. so that you use your own ideas. All right, let's dry. And then we'll use some of the fodder. Behoove away. Rachel. Oh my gosh. Behoove away. All right, let's make sure it's dry. Remember, this is a little thicker than the white with the brush that I thinly put on. This is much thicker. Okay, so now I think I'll just make some little clouds floating past her head here. I'm just going to make some little clouds in the sky. You can float them across the page there. And then you could write a little quote at the top. She's got her head in the clouds. You know, whatever you want to say, right? So it's just, and you don't even have to go to all this length. You can just throw in some little fodder from the day, whatever, if you got a little happy mail, whatever that day, you can take it and, let's see, what day is today? Is the 20th. So let's see. So there we go. Let's dry it. I'll move the wax paper now. See, it's really thick, so you got to take a minute to dry it. So you could write, let's see here. I want to do this. Do I want this big? Do I want to? But, any little something. All right, sip of juice. Did I miss anything in chat? Hi, Devin. We're working in little mini magazines that we cut up some art journaling magazines. And we have fodder. So here's, again, you could add more stuff to this or littler stuff or, maybe make, maybe let's do, where's some scissors? Here we go. Let's do a little bit of cloudage here. Maybe that one can go right there. That one there. Maybe one other little piece. Let's make that one a little smaller. Make this one a little rounder. You could use some of this up in here. And again, I would just glue this down with glue sticks rather than a lot of matte medium and stuff. Because it's not meant for me, it's not meant to be like some big, exorbitant time crunch thing. All right, so make sure your paint is dry because you might have a little issue with not getting it to stick if you don't. Okay, let's see. And my fingers are sticky, so I keeps wanting to pick back up because I keep lifting it up. There we go. Okay, now let me wipe off my area. This is a coated wallpaper, so I can just wipe it off. Okay, here we go. Time to get some more baby wipes out. Again, let's make sure it's stuck. So just see something simple. Hi, Jane. So Jane, since she's here, she's one of the people I was thinking of. Jane, you'll have to go back and watch how we've been working on this. But Jane just did 2 videos using our reverse collage techniques. And thanks for the shout out, Jane. So I'm going to send one of these to Jane. So I don't remember if she's in Canada or US. So I should maybe ask her because I don't remember. Jane, and if I might have to flatten it out to send it so that it's cheaper in an envelope, right? But I'm going to send one of these to Jane. I already had her name written down. Going to send you one of these, Jane, because of all your hard work and your huge, oversized New York building journal. She has one's like 2 feet big. I'm going to send her one of these. So I'm going to send her one of these to like give her a calming moment. A calming moment. Okay, so you're in Canada. Okay, I'll flatten it out. And put it in an envelope. Hopefully, it won't be too much. But I wanted to send you one because of that. Because I saw your 2 huge books, and I know I'm all about the huge books too, Jane. I love my huge collage books. And I said, well, Jane needs to have a moment of peace. I'm getting a couple more baby wipes over here. Jane needs to have a moment of tininess. Okay, so I'm gonna give away 2 more today too, and I'll probably just pick people at random. Maybe I'll do a number giveaway. All right, so there we go. So now let's just make sure. Let me dry it. Let's make sure everything's dry. Thanks for the shout out, Jane, on your channel. All right, so again, we're just working in, and it'll get fluffy. It'll get fluffy. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. So, again, I might take a minute and let's just kind of flip through. Let's take a breather and do let's do another white out page where we white out the text. And it might get a little wrinkly or a little wavy on the back side of where you work. But by the time you work on the back page, you won't even notice it. I'm telling you, you won't even look how this book, look how this is almost every page. Well, every page does have something on it. And it's pretty flat. Aren't they back? Did you get any video of the tree felling, Aunt Beck? Aunt Beck, some of her neighbors took down some trees in the neighborhood, and they were apparently huge. She just talked about it. I didn't see any video yet. Did you get any video of that, Beck? That would have been something. That would have been some content right there, girl. Timber. Okay, so here, let me just go ahead and use, I want to just use a little bit of this white and pink here. That's just sitting here just to kind of, because it's sitting here. So you can just, don't waste it. You can just, now because I'm doing it with the brush, I'm being real careful about getting right up to the edge. But if you do finger painting with this, you really want to put the wax paper because you're going all the way to the edge and you're going to have, you're going to glue your pages shut if you're not careful. So you got to kind of be mindful of that, right? Just be careful. So there's some reverse collage for you right there. I did, but not been able to edit. Okay, well, at least you got it. You got some film footage for us later. Okay. And then maybe while that's kind of sitting a little bit, maybe let's take another piece of something, something. And it doesn't even have to be, it can just be anything. It just be a scrap of something. Just a little scrap of something that, you like. I just like the way that text looks. It doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to be anything. It can just, just be an element that you like. This is the don't overthink it book. The live oak trees where I live are protected. They can trim them up a little, but they're not allowed to cut them down. Do they have people that go make sure that they're not rotting, Tina, so that they don't come down in a storm? Because some trees need to come down if they're going to, be knocked down in a storm. All right, so that just that much. Again, make sure that there's no wet paint because you don't want to glue your pages shut. I can't say that enough. Oh, okay, good. All right. All right, so now I'm just going to go over here and let's get the white paint again. And you could leave words, like there was the word there, creative obsession. I could have left that. I'm just going to kind of go through and see what I feel like doing. And I might just stop and, find something that's interesting. Go back later and add more stuff on top of it. Date it. Like I said, you might get some happy mail. You just want to put that little bit of happy mail in there. I like that little hand. Maybe I'll draw a little hand. It's just, again, it's just little, here, look, here's a little piece of gray something. Where's my ghost here? It's just, well, I actually like the other side better. So I'm going to do that side. So we'll just put that on top of like the hands holding that. Let's see. Measurings. Yeah, a lot of people got snow like up in New York, and Denise said they didn't get any snow where she is. So I think she's ready to come home, y'all. I think she misses us. She's ready. She's lived her best life in New York. Now she's ready to come home. She comes home tomorrow. She comes home tomorrow. I might go up and see her on Saturday or Sunday. She said, "Yeah, come on up." Might go out and eat or something. I don't know. So I'll probably go up and see her. And going up and seeing her also means going to the bookstore, maybe the paper source. Might mean a little bit of shopping. All right. I know, Tina. She's so fun. Is this close enough for you guys? Or would you rather me zoom in one? You don't get to see as much stuff around, but what do you think? Is that better for you guys, or would you like it backed up one? Yeah, so don't overthink it, book. right, now on this one, now I'm liking that little bit of purpley blue. So maybe I'll get a little bit of a periwinkle color. Let's see. Yeah. Put a little bit of this out. So you can't, this is the thing about being zoomed in. Then you don't get to see all the side stuff that I'm doing. So it's up to you guys. Okay, so here we go. So you can blend with your, just smearing it like that. I still have some white paint in here too. Be careful on the edges. You don't, I'm flicking off the edges. If I go this way, I'm going to put a bead of paint right there. So you got to be careful, and I don't have much paint on my brush either. Let's pick up the rest of that pink with a little bit of the blue in it. So you're reverse collaging. And again, you can use all your fodder. It doesn't just have to be what we pulled out of the magazine. It can be anything, you know. It can be anything you have. Like I like that little girl's face, so I don't want to keep that. I like that little leaf there. It could be anything you have. You got stickers. You got, you know, you got all kinds of things. And you know, if you do any kind of collaging at all. Okay, like I like this has the two colors that I'm using. See, it has the purple and the pink. So I might just do this somewhere. Right there, maybe. Let's just put it up there in the corner. Whoops. I don't want to glue that in. We're down to the end of that glue stick. And then maybe just pick up a little pink and kind of meld it in there. There we go. University of Tracy. I don't know. Oh. All right, so let's see here. Let's go to the next page. And again, this one I'd want to, you know, white out the text. Let me wipe down my brush to get some of that color out. All right. And again, you don't even have to white out the text. You know, you can just cover it up with other things and leave the text as an element of your page. All right, let's dry and then glue. And I'm just using a glue stick. If you use something like a tacky glue or something, make sure that you thin it out with your finger, get it very thin, because then you will have issues with a bunch of wrinkly pages because the glue is so wet and these pages are thin. Well, let me just get another glue. I think that one's pretty much done. I think that one was used up. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. But you will want to go all the way to the edge so that you stick it down really well. And then again, you can always just kind of, meld it in with some paint or not. You can just put another layer. Just put another layer of something else on top of this. I'm just kind of showing you some options. Okay. Hi, Kate. Let's see. Hi, Pacola. Thank you for stopping in. Anybody else I missed? Did I say hi to Judy? Oh. So remember, you can do anything from this size where I've glued 3 magazines together and covered it with scrapbook paper, or you can do half magazines. This is 2 magazines cut in half to give you 4 signatures. And so I've shown these many times, guys, and then again, we're just working on these little bitty pieces of magazines. And again, just whatever little bits of things that you like let's just cover up that word there. Here's a little, I still got a little bit of pink left here. Add a little pink in here, a little pink here. Just make sure you dry. Just have to dry because you don't want to glue your pages shut. I know I'm repeating myself. Don't email me. Okay. And if my brush starts getting a little crusty, I'll wash it. But right now I'm just wiping it down with the baby wipes. Okay. Y'all seeing okay? Hi, Teresa. So here's like symbolize the moon. I could just keep those words, symbolize the moon, and get rid of everything else. I could, there's a little piece of the moon there. I have moon stickers. So you can see it can just be quick and fun. Just make sure it's dry. I'm just kind of going through, and if something catches my eye, I'll stop and do something with it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of keep rolling. And maybe this one, I got periwinkle, but I kind of want a gray blue on this one. Let's see. Let's get a colonial blue maybe, and a little bit of tan. So let's get some colonial blue. See, this is why I like to backed up a little so y'all can see some of this kind of stuff. Okay, colonial blue and some tan color. Let's see. I'm just picking colors that are in here. Not much, don't need much. Okay, so let's pick up those 2 colors. And I'm just I'll get rid of that right there. And I really should put wax paper because I am going way over the edges. When I do the finger painting thing, you are getting over the edge. We're over the edge, people. We're over the edge. And then, of course, you can get in the spine area there. If your fingers won't mash into there. And maybe a little more tan. There we go. That's good. I just like the little bit of peeking through. I like those colors. Yeah. All right. So now let's dry. And that is thicker. It's thicker with finger painting than the brush. So it does take another little minute to dry. And I just saw this little bird sitting there. Okay. Maybe a little bit more blue. Blend them in. Okay, then you could do maybe, let's see, let me get my ink. Get a little ink here. Let's see. Probably be easier if I get some with the dropper. Let's see. Let's put a little bit of ink here. And a thin brush. That one looks like it'll be okay. And then maybe make the branch go all the way to the edge. Maybe have his feathers come down a little. Can you hear my birds outside? Okay, there we go. Hey, the birds. Hi, Dot. Ink always takes longer than you think, too. So see, it's just playing in your little book. All right, let's see what the next page brings. There's still a little blue in the brush. Oh, be careful not to go over the edge there. And let's see what we got over here in the fodder. Let's just see what attracts my attention. Maybe that. A little of this. Anything else? And you can always come back. You know, if you think, oh, I don't know what else to put on that page. Where'd my glue stick go? Where'd it go? Did it? Oh, there it is. You know, you don't have to think it all up right then. You can just, I like that piece. I like this piece. I don't know what I'm going to do next. You could blend that in. You could just move on. Let's see, anything in the chat? All right. Again, personally, I would go through this whole book and white out all the text. Unless there was just something like there's the word influence. Maybe I'll keep that word influence there. But I would go through and do this to all the pages. But that'll take me probably about an hour, and y'all don't want to watch me just do just that. So I'm stopping and doing other things. Yeah. Most of the time I can do that too, but a lot of times, Jane, when I'm doing it on camera, I can't just say, I mean, I'm showing flipping through a quick book here, but like if I'm doing a big collage, I got to make those decisions quick, and we just got to we got to roll with it, because, you know, there's people sitting here watching you do it. You got to just do something, you know? But again, you don't have to do, you can do it in any kind of stage you want, right? One a day, a page a day, you know, find some fodder for the day, date it, and then you got a little book in a month. If you do a couple pages a day, you can put the date on the front. Yeah, I'm just using white acrylic paint. If you want to use gesso, you can. I think the white acrylic paint's cheaper. Yeah, I'm just using, you can use whatever you have. You know, if you have a bucket of white house paint, you know. Okay, so I don't know. Don't really know if I like them, but I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to keep going here. That says stitched. I'll leave that. See, there's a lot of blank pages for you to use. All right, here's an advertisement. I'll just get rid of the whole thing. Just be careful not to go over the edge and glue your pages shut. And dry them in between. Dry as you go. If y'all have any questions or want to see it, this one I'd already whited that out. You know, this one I could maybe do the blue and the yellow. You know, this could be something for Ukraine because of the colors. And speaking of Ukraine, I did finish, I think all that's dry on my hands. I did finish varnishing the book that we did on Monday for Patty Lang. Oops, sorry guys, I moved my chair and bumped it. Turn it up. There we go. So I did finish varnishing that. And then I put one coat of varnish on the big journal that I did. I got to put another coat on there. So we did this on Monday. All right, so maybe we'll do a little blue and yellow. I still like this little blue, that light blue there. But we also have that blue. I could put out some real true blue. Let's see. Just put out a drop of blue. You don't need much when you're doing these little bitty pages, right? All right, and a little bit of yellow. Shaking up the paint. All right. Let's get some wax paper. And a little blue. Now let me clean my brush, otherwise we're going to get green. Got all these little, like a little women's school or a choir down here. I like that. Just keep the little star there. Then maybe I want some of this blue over here. Okay, it's dry. You like that, Colleen? Thank you. We can clean my brush. I've just been using my baby wipes to clean it. So every now and then you want to make sure you rinse it out. And then maybe, I don't know how, let's see, let me make sure this is clean too. When I use the ink on. And then you could maybe do, no, don't like that. It needs to be more, it needs to almost be a stamp. It almost needs to be a stamp. Do I want to pull out the stamps? I want just that, your basic star like that. My brush has still got water in it, so it's not working. Let's cover that back up. Yeah. I was thinking about putting a couple other stars there, but maybe put a yellow one in there. So in the meantime, we'll just put a little bit of this yellow over here. A little bit of, just a tiny bit of water. Water that down. Let's put a few of that. Couple yellow ones there. Now let's pull a little bit of blue over here. Water that down. Put some blue. All right, it's going to take me a minute to dry this because it's going to be kind of thick. Reading chat. Okay, this is really thick, so I'm going to try to blob some of it up. Otherwise, we'll be here on this one page. Oh, thank you, Devin. We'll be on this one page for a long time, but I am kind of, that means my yellow is kind of picking up. Maybe I could do, let's see, where's that? Let's get the back end of a brush here, and not the watered down yellow, but just the regular paint, and because I want these to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and go over them with a dot like this, because yellow is translucent, so it's a little hard to get it in one coat. Something like that. All right, let's try that. And I don't really want, I need a thinner pen. Let's see. I don't know about that. Let's do, I just want something thin that we can do. And then you, no, it's still too thick. Let's do, there we go. That may be a little too thin. Let's go back over that and make it just a little thicker, but not too thick. There we go. There we go. All right, let's make sure it's dry. And if you're not sure it's dry, when you go to another page, just keep a little piece of wax paper in there until you're done. Like these little dots of yellow. If you're not sure, then just take a little piece. Just kind of keep it in there until you know, to make sure. Because it'll stick your pages together in a heartbeat. One little dot of paint will do that. So it's better just to put a little piece of wax paper in there until you until you're sure. And keep your heat gun handy. So while I'm doing this, I have all this fodder here, and I just kind of look up and I see colors. And if I see something that looks like it'll, you know, match or something. Now this is cardstock. I don't really want to use this in here. But like, look at this. See those colors? See the colors there? And you can either paint or collage it in. Oh, I kind of like the side, that side too. Almost like that side better. Be the glimmer of hope. All right, we're going to go with that. Always add more color. So I'm just going to roll with that for now. Not putting any paint on it. Just keep moving. So are y'all enjoying this process? How many of y'all have done? How many of you actually have done any kind of magazine journals? Hi, Shelley. Hi, Natalia. Are Ukrainian, Natalia? Who else am I missing? Tracy. Who else am I missing? Oh, I know you, Jane. You just did 2 videos. Oh my gosh, Jane, you're so fun. If y'all miss Jane Litterix, she just showed 2 of her huge, ginormous reverse collage books. That New York one, Jane. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've even done one that big. I've done a tall one. I've done a tall, skinny one, but I don't think I've done one that big. That was something else. Y'all got to go watch Jane later. Scrap Girl has. Yeah, you've used magazines to create pages. Yeah, ginormous. Exactly. Have a good day, Shelly. Uh, Hi, Juanita. Anybody else I might have missed coming in? I'm just going through the little mini books that and here. See, I'm breaking my own rule by going front to back to front. Because look, see how it's already starting to look. There's my perfect example. See how it's already starting to curl? It's because I'm going front straight through, not going to the back. So you see that? There's an example of what not to do. It's already curling. So now I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to go to the back and do move to the middle. And hopefully we can kind of start flattening out the spine, because that's what happens. That will be what happens when you don't move front to back to front. Is that on Natalia, Devin? Exactly, Beck. I can't wait to see that tree video, Beck. I mean, I know that sounds funny, but I really can't wait to see that tree video. I hope you got some good footage. I hope it turned out. I hope that tree felling turned out. I think that Natalia said she had to go. She got to Poland. I think so. I think I saw her on Mary's or somebody's channel talking about that. I got a great use of magazines. I know, it's right, Jane. It's a great way to use old books, old magazines, thrift store books, clearance books. Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep that. More stuff for your stash. Keep that little quote there. And again, I know I've said it a whole bunch of times. I am repeating myself for anybody that's coming in and didn't hear. You don't have to paint. You can just cover up your pages with fodder. That's why we have all this leftover fodder from cutting these books up or these magazines up. Hi, Judy. I miss saying hi to you. Yes. Okay, Natalia. Let's get this. Are you still in Poland? Okay. So I'm going to keep that one's okay for now. Let's just move that one over. Let's get rid of this ad. Yes, okay. All right, let's see. There's a little quote here from Donna Ogley. As I create each page, I focus, relax, and any stress I have disappears. Daily life is put on hold, and art and colors fill. And I mean, I think it goes on, but that almost like a little poem without the rest of it. Daily life is put on hold, and art and colors fill. I like that. So we're going to leave that. I'm going to get rid of this ad. Then we'll see about gluing down some more fodder. I just wanted to move from the front back to the front so that our spine is not warping any more than I let it. Okay, Tina. Bye. Have a good afternoon. So, Natalia, I know I can't send you any mail now, but I will keep one of these books for you for look, it says when one door closes. We'll keep this book for you for later, whenever you can have mail, whenever that will be. I want to spell your name right. Where is she? Natalia. All right, we're going to hold this one for you, Natalia, for whenever. But look, when one door closes, I love that. All right, we're going to hold that for you, Natalia. You let me know at some point. I don't care when it is, and I will mail that to you later. Okay, we'll save that for you. You're welcome, Natalia. We'll send it to you later. So I know we can't do it really right now. Okay, so let's see. Let's keep going. It's funny to see her. She and I used to do ATCs, I don't know, close to 20 years ago on Yahoo groups. That's fun. That's fun to see. I think I'm just going to leave her name there. She used to run a Yahoo ATC group. I'm going to leave her there. Leave her name there. Oh, thank you so much. Let's see how you say your name. Tamira? Tamira Fonka? Tamira, thank you so much. Well, it's from all of us. You know, y'all support the channel and help, and you know, it's all of us. It's the fibs. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a little more white paint out. And then I'll do a couple more of these pages because what I'm trying to do is unwarp the spine, and then we will glue some more in. Here's a little quote or a little line down here. It says, "My perfect lazy day would include ... All right, let's dry. So hopefully this will unwarp the spine that I started because I didn't go front to back. We'll do a couple more. If y'all missed how I made these pages or these little mini books, I showed it at the beginning of the show. So go back and watch that later. Okay. Bye, Natalia. Thank you so much. And you stay safe. I know Mary Altier is praying for you, and so are a lot of other people. So you stay safe, okay? We'll leave them alone. Okay, here we go. We'll check the spine here in just a minute. I'll leave the word zine there. If y'all did not see Janet's zine, has Janet been here this morning? Did I see her first thing? Janet, did I see you first thing this morning? She did her zine. She showed her zine that she did with her monsters. She showed it on Monday. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love hers, and she's going to send me one. So once I get it, of course, I'll show it on the show. You hear? Oh my gosh, Jan, I can't wait to get your little monster zine. Janet makes some awesome. I mean, it's just meant to be. I got to stop. Hang on. I'm going to pull a couple of Janet zines to show you guys just because I have to. I have to show some Janet zines. Hang on. Let me dig out. I'm not sure. I might have to dig through some zines. Here's my zine collection. We'll see. Y'all want to look at some zines real quick? Y'all want to take a rabbit trail and look at some zines? Oh my gosh. This is my zine collection. It needs to be better organized and sorted. But all right, let's see. I'm going to try to find some of Janet's here because she's here. I mean, I have a lot of zines from a lot of people. But let's see. Here's one. Here's one. And if y'all want a zine holder, I made this out of 2 file folders and made pockets. Look how many zines you can get in 2 file folders. Look at that. glued together. You can make so many pockets in the front and their back just with oh, I should keep that in there. Let's see if any more Janets are in here. So this was the fairy tale zine swap. I'm not sure. I need to go through and organize them all again. I have done that a couple of times. But, oh, here we go. Here's another one. There's another one. This is hers, Janet. See, I have quite the Janet collection. I want every zine she ever makes. That's all hers. Oh, is that Janet? It says Janet. Oh, that's Lady Jan's there, which that's a good one too. Lady Jan's. These rubber bands need to be replaced too. Some of them are quite old. Hang on, guys. I know I'm out of. There we go. All right, let's see. I need some new rubber bands on these. Well, I'm just going to kind of look through here. It just brings back so many memories when I see them. You know, all the different ones. Those are some extras of mine. And here's another little folder that you can use for ATCs, or zines, whichever. You know, they're just little pockets. You just make these out of file folders. And I Carry Love and I must have made hundreds of these back in the day. All right, so let's see. Let me get a couple of rubber bands and kind of, there's my Little Red Riding Hood. That was one of my zines, my Little Red Riding Hood zine with Grandma in disguise, or the wolf in disguise. Let me get a couple of rubber bands here. Got so many of them. I do need to organize these. All right, there's the pile. This pile, what's in this pile? Who did this one? This looks like something Janet would do, but I don't think so. Who did this one? Janet, is this yours? Who did this one? Yeah, that's Janet. Okay, that's one of hers. I'm trying to find them all. These are some starters here. These are just different here. I just pulled everything up off the shelf. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hang on. I'm looking at chat, not looking at chat. I'm trying to kind of weed through them. Okay. All right. I think I pulled all of Janet's. I'm going to go put these back on the shelf. These back on the shelf. Hang on. Because I have no room on my desk. All right. Okay. We're going to show some of Janet's zines. Wake up, Janet. What did CB say? And hi, CB, by the way. Hi, Songbird. Who else? Let's see. CB said something that Janet had to comment on. You miss me saying you have a warped brain. Oh, well, good, Songbird. I hope I can make you feel like painting. That's what we've been doing here. But anyway, the word zine made me think of Janet. I don't know that I pulled all of hers. And I probably got them out of order, though. Like, here's the missing. Let's see. This one goes with that one. All right. So I've completely forgot about this one, Janet. Look, she made a little trick or treat bag. This is how Janet does a swap, y'all. She's got these little ghosts. Look at this. Happy out, trick or treat, smell my feet. And this is how Janet writes. That's her actual handwriting, guys. This was a halozine, a halozine. Hi, Lady True North Jan. So this one goes in here. I don't know if I can get it back in there gently. I don't want to mess up the little ghosties. See, I'm going to mess it. There it goes. Okay. I'll have one just kind of peeking out there. Okay. Then she did, this is one of my favorite ones. I'm all excited to show these. So this one came in a milk carton. This one came in a milk carton. Look. 2% fat pasteurized open here. So this is how this zine came. Are y'all liking this? Y'all have to tell me. Tell Janet y'all are liking this. And here, this was the fairy tale zine swap from July 2014. Okay, this is from 2014. I'll keep the word zine right there. Okay. So this one, and she does a lot of them. Almost all of her zines are like little miniature newspapers. Okay, little miniature newspapers. Yeah, there are still zine groups. It's just that we haven't had a chance. We haven't done one in a while, but it's harder when you have so many people that want to participate. I mean, at the time, we'd probably have at least 25 people doing this. And yeah, Devin, right? Okay, so this was the Duck Daily Times from Odense, Denmark. And by the way, Hans Christian Andersen, who wrote the Ugly Duckling story, was from there. So she put that on there. April 17th. Oh my gosh, today's the 19th. I came across an article about April 19th yesterday. And I thought, oh my gosh, from years ago, like 30 years ago. I thought that was kind of funny. So this is April 17th, 1844. Now let me get there's going to be some things that I'm going to have the magnifying glass for, because I think it's 1844, because some of it's really little. Although I do have my new glasses. Here's my new glasses. I've had them for a couple months now. But now they're a little stronger, so I can see it, read a little bit closer. Okay. By Hans Christian Andersen. Hi, Tina. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the rabbit trail? Then we'll do another giveaway. While most of the local ducklings, right about there, I think. While most of the local ducklings have already emerged from their shells, this mother duck patiently awaits the joyous crackling of her final and noticeably larger than normal egg. See how she makes it look like a newspaper? The Duck Daily Times. So here's the first article in the newspaper. Mother duck speaks out. Following up on the late birth of the mother duck in our cover story from yesterday, the mother duck expressed her dismay over the duckling's treatment within the community, stating that some went as far to call him ugly. Local duck goes missing. This is like 2 days later. Our distraught mother duck reports today that her large drake duckling has run away. She suspects that the endless name-calling, taunting, and bullying about his appearance was the cause for his disappearance. Please notify authorities if you see this missing duckling. And then probably about a week later, let me see, this was April 19th. This is April 27th. Exclusive missing duck sighting with wild duck gang. I'm not looking at chat, guys. So if you really want me to see something, put it in caps. So it's just, did I splatter on my glasses? No, I did not. No, that's glitter. That's the way they came. They're Jimmy Choo. That's the way they came. Silly. Okay. Exclusive missing duck sighting with wild duck gang. An exclusive interview, the spokesperson for the Wild Duck Gang reported that the ugly duckling hung out with his gang for 2 days in the Moors area. He was quite large, but did not speak of his plight and just disappeared again. Goose hunters see missing duck. Now it's April, May. This is 2 months later, in June, 2 months later. Goose hunters see missing duck, and the little duck says, "Let me be thankful I'm so ugly, not even a dog will bite me." Local hunters said the ugly duck was swimming with the geese and appeared quite content until the shooting started. The duck hid in the reeds, and even the dogs didn't flush him. His whereabouts remain unknown. September. So we went from June to September. Ugly duck rejects attempted adoption. Remember, this is a little newspaper. A local woman reports that the ugly duck squatted in her home for 3 weeks, at her home for 3 weeks, never laid a single egg, and has since disappeared. Again, seemingly misunderstood. Contact authorities if you have any information of his whereabouts. She drew the Gothic. Oh my American Gothic. Farmer revives frozen duck. All right, so this went from September to January. This farmer brought the ugly duck home in an hypothermic state, close to death. However, the farmer's wife is fuming because the duck destroyed her milk, her butter, and her meat barrel in his attempt to escape. Look at these drawings, guys. Janet did all these drawings. Ugly duckling presumed dead. This is now from January to April of the following year. It's been several months, and with the harsh winter we've endured, locals are now presuming that the ugly duck did not survive his ordeal. In happier news, the local swan population has reported a beautiful newcomer in their midst. I got goosebumps, Janet. Isn't that awesome, guys? Isn't that awesome? And she sent it in the milk carton. She sent it in the milk carton. So anyway, there's her ugly duckling. All right, let's see what else we have here. She has a couple different The International Fibs Gazette. Now, this was more recent. This was March 2019. Here's 2016. Okay, so she did this one on where she lives, Monkey Island. So I think she has a couple different things from here. So we'll look at that one. I'm not sure if that goes together, but I think this let's see how many we have. This goes here. I think I have that goes on there. Here's where she did me a birthday. This was in 2017, 16, 17, 19. I'm going to try to get them in order. Let's see. When was this one? 14. Okay, this is 2014. 14, 16, 17, 19. All right, let's see. What about this one? These are, this is the most newest. This is the newest one, this is 21. And this is 22. Oh, yeah, because this was for Barb. So Barb's is the newest one. All right, so let's see about this one. I'm not sure when this one was, Janet. Let's see. 1999? I think this one doesn't this one go with I'm not sure if it goes with this or not. It does go together. Could you fix it? Because I'm making me nervous. So this goes with this one. All right. So they're all in order here. So let me put this driving her crazy. All right. So let's get these off to the side in order. And now we're going to show. Yeah. This one was from a swap that we did, I think, in 2014. Okay. All right. So this one was 2014 as well. Okay. This is your Monkey Island information has arrived. Oh my goodness. Hi, Dar. Let's see. I have a hard time calling my creations art. Well, Jane, get over that. Get over it. Okay, so I'm trying to see what she says. Okay, Jan, I'm trying. Okay, so let's start with this one. The good news. And look how it's on like it feels like it's like a newsprint. She printed it like on newsprint. Okay, miracle dog and cat survived storm. Raining cats and dogs. Spencer, Massachusetts, a freak storm yesterday amazed citizens as a thundercloud passed over, literally raining cats and dogs. Much to the observer's horror, the canines and felines merely splattered on impact on our tree lined streets. By what can only be described as a miracle, the dog and cat shown above survived the rough landing, suffering from a variety of, I mean, this is really little, it's hard for me to read. Suffering from a variety of mutilations, abrasions, lacerations, and contusions. These miraculous animals are now seeking loving homes. Call 1-800-DOG-CATS to adopt these miracles. Page 2 for Associated Storm coverage. Tailwind Weenie Wagon opens. The long awaited Tailwind Weenie Wagon opening was held on Sunday, April 18th, 1999, located on Paxton Road at the regional airport. The Weenie Wagon is a refreshing change from the all too familiar fast food chain. I gotta skip over some of this. Carcass cleanup, insurance problems. Local insurance agents are denying claims, stating that acts of God are not covered with the current no fault policies. And then she's got pet obituaries, accidents reported, citizens speak out. Look at these little drawings she did. Oh my gosh. Longtime resident, I'm a expert, IMA, first name, last name EKSPERT, was very outspoken about yesterday's storm. She's calling for the mayor's office to contact the FBI. IMA stated, there needs to be an investigation. I believe what we experienced was the refuse from the mothership. Those aliens go around abducting animals, and when they're done, when they just dump them like yesterday's trash. These aliens don't give a hoot for proper burial. Just look how they mutilate those cattle out west, and the government covers all that up. The mayor's office had no comment. Janet, I love you. Counseling urged. Authorities are urging all parents to enroll their children in counseling sessions to encourage them express their feelings about the storm. Oh my gosh. Young Jimmy Houston. I don't know, Jimmy Houston's a fisherman who was at Frogger Lake hunting frogs at the time of the storm hit, had this to say. Geez, I ain't never seen nothing like that before. There was dogs and cats in every size and shape just falling every place. Some of them splashed into the lake and some were just hanging from trees. But most of them smacked right there on the ground and went everywhere. I'll never forget those cats hanging there and the sound when they smacked the ground. Janet's so sick. Okay, scavengers feared, roadkill identification charts. Oh my gosh. So that was the good news. If y'all aren't laughing, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go on here. Monkey Island Inquirer, the stories behind the pictures. This publication is intended to act as a companion guide to the Monkey Island zine issued October 2014. Okay, that would be this one, I'm sure. No, that would be, yeah, it would be this one. Okay, so here's Monkey Island, Grand Lake, Cherokees. Okay, so here she gives a little information. This is where she lives. Grand Lake is located in the northeast corner of Oklahoma. It exists primarily for power generating. Pensacola Dam is said to be the longest multiple arch dam in the world, 5,445 feet with its arches. There's 1,300 miles of shoreline, and she goes on to say that. I'm fortunate, and this is her little Roxy that passed away last year, I think. And she shows Roxy, a little picture of Roxy. Here's a picture of her house and her lake, looking out her back door. This is Janet's home. Here's the different birds, and the monarch butterfly migrates through her area. So she drew all this, and then here's some more little animals, a little fox and deer and a snake and a skunk. And then this is the Monkey Island Inquirer, the stories behind the pictures. This publication is intended a companion, 2014. True or false? There are no monkeys on Monkey Island. This is a trick question. While there are no primates on the island, I can attest that every holiday weekend, every football weekend, and random weekends throughout the year, people travel here to get drunk and act like monkeys. I honestly prefer the primates. The name was coined when the lake was being filled by Mr. Cove Bunch after the island where the monkeys lived at the Mohawk Park Zoo in Tulsa. Cat cops and attitude. When Robert and Merle adopted, and that's Janet Merle, she goes by Janet and Merle. When Robert and Merle adopted two adorable kittens in 2002, they thought they had two females and named them Rosie and Roxy. In a few weeks, Merle's cat gender identification proved to be unreliable as Rosie was in fact a male. No problem, we'll change his name to Roosevelt. Roxy copped an attitude, obviously envious over Rosie's fancy new name. No problem, we'll change your name to Roxanne. Editor's comment. I think Roxanne means cranky bee in cat tongue. One day, Roxy heard the police singing Roxanne on the radio. She thinks it's her. Aren't you loving these? I'm sorry. I think they're awesome. I hope y'all do too. Fate? Yep, I think so. And she goes, I won't read every single one. Birds and their droppings, stranded on the bridge, trapped. Oh, let me read the trapped in the greenhouse. About a month ago, I was out in the greenhouse and noticed a very distinct odor of skunk. Upon further inspection, I realized, look at this writing. That's her handwriting, guys. Upon further inspection, I realized he was right outside the door and the business end was aimed in the direction of my path back to the house. I figured he'd move on, so I waited. After a while, I pounded on the window. He wasn't budging. My phone was in the house, so I waited some more. Finally, I decided to run for it. Fortunately, he was preoccupied and I didn't get sprayed. The next day, we discovered that he had dug up and eaten a whole clutch of turtle eggs. So anyway, there's her Monkey Island zines and her little review. Try to keep all those together. Let's see. Then the Sock Monkey Sentinel, proudly serving the sock monkey community for 60 monkey years. You are the boss. In this issue, we will expose sock monkey lover and artist extraordinaire Dee Dee Willingham. She made this one for me for my birthday, I think, in 2016. Aren't they cute? Okay, so here we go. Help the Hubster campaign launch. In a recent live, this was back when we were in Ustream. In a recent live Ustream show of Coffee and Art in the Morning, artist Dee Dee Willingham generously offered, oh my gosh, I remember this, to share her Miss Rose Happy Mail napkins with her viewers. As expected, requests came pouring in from all over the world. How is Hubster involved, you might ask? He is Dee Dee's postman. Well, he's not now, but he wasn't. He would take my stuff to the post office. He's Dee Dee's postman and must feel at this point that he is single-handedly attempting to keep the U.S. Postal Service solvent. An anonymous viewer has established the Help the Hubster campaign. To participate, all you have to do is, it is continued, I guess on the, oh, right here. Oh, to send postage. We can't make any promises about saving the USPS, but it might keep Bud solvent and Dee Dee in Raisinets. When asked how he felt about the napkin giveaway, he said, "You have to love her generous spirit, and her laugh is irresistible." He did not respond when asked if the what is that he was seen purchasing, what was were used for, what's that, Janet? I can't get it closer. It looks like, I don't know. I can't read that he was purchasing were for use for his wife. There's no ham like a willing ham. That's our family saying. Learn the lingo. Some stuff Dee Dee says. Don't email me. I know what I just said, and I've heard it all before. Crack-a-whackin'. And then she has like number one and numbered like definitions. Number one, an appropriate clad plumber. And two, get your rear in gear. Happy Mail. One, check or cash. Two, art supplies. Fibs, artwork, or otherwise fun stuff to inspire or bring joy. Rabbit Trail, or a fun diversion intended to more fully explain or just because I feel like it. Wingnut. You made me laugh, you nut. You're the boss. Don't let it intimidate you. You won't get better if you don't do it. So get crack-a-lackin'. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks. In other news, artist granddaughter Boo. This is so. I mean, this is 16. Artist granddaughter Boo caught a shark with her bare hands. Yes, and I actually have the photo. It's a shark about this, about as big as wide as right here. She actually reached down and caught it in Florida with her bare hands. And I do have a picture of her holding that shark. I won't go look for it now because I'll probably be there looking forever. But yeah, artist grandson Cam was voted most artistic. No surprise there. And by the way, Logan, my grandson out in LA, I think I have a picture of it, just got this award, the Principal's Award 4.0 high honor roll. So Logan just won that award. Yes, he will be getting mail from me. Sock monkeys in need of adoption are urged to contact Merle Young, Monkey Island, Oklahoma. Visit beautiful Eileen Flamingo Park in Boca Raton, Florida. There's a whole story behind Eileen hates flamingos. We won't get into it, but hug your sock monkey today. Sock monkey Q&A. Are sock monkeys hard to train? No, they know you are the boss. Do sock monkeys drink alcohol? Only if Bandit lets them. Okay, so this is a whole thing of behind the scenes when we did a whole sock monkey family thing. So I won't go into all that. Okay, breaking news. On the heels of the great napkin giveaway of 2016, another batch of Happy Mail arrived. Oh my gosh, this is just so much. Coffee and art in the morning. She drew this. Okay, so let's move on. We got a couple more. We got 4 more. I know, right, Rachel? All right, coffee and art times. Birthday wishes for renowned artists. Fibs around the world are clamoring to send best wishes to Dee Dee on her 29th, what? Birthday. While she appears to be quite young, I'm not sure I believe that number. Some fibs believe the secret to her youthful appearance is copious amounts of coffee and art in the morning. Others gossip that her beauty routine must include Americana paint as a night cream, thin coats of Ceram coat or golden matte medium. Her stellar diet regime, which includes grilled cheese, raisinets, cookies, and big salads, must contribute also. However, most believe that, I haven't read these in a while, Janet. However, most believe that each time she includes a clock in her artwork, she magically turns back time. This reporter attributes it to a wonderfully fun disposition and her contagious laughter. And then here's like, need a commission or portrait? People or pets? Wingnut Gala planned. There will be a celebration to honor Dee Dee on her special day, February 4th, 2017. Special and guests will include, and she names a bunch of different people that we like: Jeff Probst from Survivor, Kirby Roseanne's, Bennett Klein, Rupert from Survivor. Sean Connery will be the master of ceremonies. Well, he never made it, and rest in peace, Sean Connery. Food and drink to include Mouse Guard martinis, Bennett Klein beer, shaky milks, coffee, peanut butter toast, onion rings, raisinets, cranberry juice, and moon pies. The theme for the gala is outer space. Costumes are optional. Call the varsity in Atlanta. Aboard Starship Enterprise for tickets. These are just, you're so clever, Jan. It's been a while since I read these. Oh my gosh. Star names, Inkwell, Books a Million birthday special, $3 calendars, celebrate. Because in February, Books a Million does $3 calendars. All calendars are $3. Sock Monkey Shenanigans. If you were born on February 4th, you are one of the most determined people among the stars. You pay attention to the smallest details and have the ability to organize and prioritize. Others love to get advice from you because you are so detailed and logical. You have to stay busy. Being stagnant is your downfall. It is not that you have anything to prove to the world, but you are constantly challenging yourself. I know you like working alone, even the best consulted before making decisions. You're special. Aw. And then here's all the people that we all, there's Dorothy, CB, Eileen, Orla, Allie, Carrie, Jean, Mad Rat, Osgrin, Jan, Sherry. I'm just reading some of them here. Okay, so there was that. International Fibs Gazette. This month's spotlight is on Denmark's Miss Linux 2010. That's our Lena, which I don't think she's here, but Lena is starting to stream now on Fridays, I think at 10 Eastern. Miss Linux 2010. And she's another, she does this kind of stuff too. This funny. I'm not reading chat, guys. I hope it's all going well. Janet, I hope you got your mod boots on if anything's going on, because I'm concentrating on these. We'll get back to this in a minute. This month's spotlight is on Denmark's Miss, and she's in Denmark, Lena is, aka Lena Schweiker. I'm not going to pronounce her last name. Here's just a few of her accomplishments. Mother of Casper, wife of hubby, successful business, cleanest oven winner, home renovation expert, practical joker, unsurpassed sense of humor, and a fabulous artist. And she does have the sense of humor. I mean, if y'all have never watched Lena's show, she has a sense of humor. Sewer rat spotted. Here's a rough kill chart. Oh my gosh. Unexpected stripper, plumbing problems, the clean oven contest winner. Oh, my mailman's coming. Let's see if he stops. Do I have anything being delivered today? I think he's stopping at my house. I hear him one house down. This is a whole story in itself. Help wanted, hunky handy man in tight pants, nice eyes, and tool belt required. Plumber. I ran out of bleep, but here's Janet. Okay, praying mantis, coconut telegraph. This is good too. This is on the praying mantis. I'm waiting to see if my mailman stops and tries to get out, if I'm going to get anything delivered. Mailman distraction, but he's still, I guess, one house down. I don't think they know that I've got mail every day. Okay. This is the local student expelled. Paco, a student of the local grammar school, has been suspended for jumping on his bed during Zoom schooling. Now this is about a little praying mantis, right? It's about a praying mantis. Oh, there's Miss Lena. If y'all don't follow Miss Lena, go follow her. And again, I think she streams. Am I right, Lena? It's now Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Okay. I hope y'all are enjoying these because I'm enjoying reviewing them. We're going to do a giveaway in a minute. Paco, a student at the local grammar school, has been suspended for jumping on his bed during Zoom schooling. Miss Millie, the nutrition teacher, said multiple warnings had been given. She stated further that Paco will be the death of me, providing that frog gang doesn't get her first. Beauty contest winner announced. Remember, Janet drew all these. The Poi Poo Beauty Contest Committee is proud to announce that Miss Penelope Mantodia has been awarded the crown. The judges said that the choice was clear, one stating that her double-spined murder clamps were beyond compare. Penelope's mother, Precious, while sobbing with joy, exclaimed, "I almost wish I hadn't eaten her father at conception. I know he would be so proud." We were able to locate one of her 10,421 siblings. Paco interrupted his bed jumping long enough to display a gagging reflex when informed of his sister's crowning. Penelope will represent Poi Poo in neighboring communities, promoting her platform of eliminating frog gangs as well as world peace. Congratulations. I'm good. Thanks, Tracy. Teacher profile. This week we profile Miss Millie, the nutrition teacher at our grammar school. Her emphasis is teaching our youngsters to avoid the sugar-laden aphids and opt for the high fiber and protein found in grasshoppers. Miss Millie is in her 5th month of her anticipated 12-month lifespan. One a dead or alive, $5,000 reward for the frog gang leader. Red-eyed mantis sighted. A rare specimen of the elusive red-eyed mantis was seen at the local flea market. Warning to all male mantis, do not attempt to breed this mantis. Help wanted, babysitter, teacher, school year 2022. Miss Millie's lifespan is expected to expire in 2021. Clean up the beach, jellyfish, counselor, working with the beach cleanup, photographer, 1-800-MY-BED, freshly picked daily. Hands in the air like you just don't care. All right, last one is Inspiration Studio. Okay, oh, my eyes are watering. Let's see. This edition is, okay, so this is the one that was in Barb, the book that I sent to Barb, where all of y'all contributed to the book, and I sent it to Barb. And so I have the copy of the original one that went in Barb's book. This edition is dedicated to Barb Owen and howtogetcreative.com. This reporter has been a fan for at least a decade, from painting carved Santas, working with fabric, creating mandalas and faces. Barb is a constant source of inspiration. Always positive with no drama, she is humble and a great storyteller. Treat yourself to her YouTube channel and you will not be disappointed. When you visit her channel, you'll meet Chance and Charlie and Hot Sun Race. Creating Faces is on Barb Owen on Amazon. Long Live the Ugly Woman. Barb showed that, I think, last week. Mandala Madness, Inspiration Card Deck that Barb has out. You can buy that on Amazon.com. Do Not Dispose of Curious George. There's a whole story behind that. Barb told that story too. There's a little drawing of Barb and Chance and Charlie. Seeking Lost Relatives. Authorities are seeking information on persons that may be related to Miss Jane Barbara Smith in Missouri. Sizable inheritance at stake. Call 1-800-RELATIVE. So Janet drew that and drew the cats. And she's at How to Get Creative at 2 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. Get creative today because you know it's easy, Barb. So those are all my, as far as I know, all my Janet zines. All right, hang on, guys. We'll get back to doing a little bit more. Let me put a rubber band on these. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway. So if y'all weren't here earlier, for how I cut these up from a magazine, I cut these up from Art Journal magazine. Now it is starting to, it's going to, if I keep going from the back, this should kind of flatten back out. Plus it's not too far gone yet if I kind of work it. But you got to go front, back, middle, front, back, middle. Otherwise your spine will go like this. Oh yeah, I got another one on the way. Yes. Would it be here yet, Janet? Should I go check my mail? And see? Or is it too early? I'm gonna wait and see what she says. So I got one left here that I'm gonna give away. I already gave one to Jane Litterick, and I gave one to Natalia. When she gets settled, we'll send that to her. And I'm gonna be mailing some stuff to the post office tomorrow. So should I go check the mail or not, Janet? If you don't think it's here yet, I won't bother. If you think it might be here, I'll go run check the mail at the curb. It won't take too long. And if y'all missed it, I made with my Selena fabric. These are some of the strips that I got, and I just put some Velcro on there and made some little cuffs, some little wrist cuffs out of them. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. And then I got this one on today. I tried to match the beads to go with the cuff, right? No, because I sent you UPS for July or August. Okay. All right. So I made those. I showed those earlier. Okay. So let's go ahead and give away the last one of this set. And I will throw in, not that you need in it, but I'll throw in, and with yours too, Jane. Let me go ahead and put some in yours too. I'll throw in some fodder in there, okay? And Jane, I am going to flatten yours out. Jane's in Canada, and I'll go ahead and do this one international too. Now Australia, I don't even know if Australia is still taking mail, so not Australia, but everywhere else, we'll go ahead and do international as well. If it's international, well, probably even if it's U.S., I'm gonna flatten them out like this and put them in an envelope to mail flat. It'll be cheaper because it won't be a package, right? It'll be flattened out. All right, so Jane, there's some fodder for you, and then whoever wins this one, here's some fodder for you. Not that you need it, but you know. I'm going to throw it in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this one away, and we'll just do this random.org like we always do. Okay. And I've got some more things to send out tomorrow as well. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a phone here. Let's get a Post-it note. All right, so it's U.S. and international. And then we'll go back and work in this one for maybe a few more minutes. Okay, so what you're going to do, don't put any numbers in yet. Yeah, I'll flatten it the best I can. Okay, so what I want you to do, don't put a number in yet. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. First person closest to the random.org number without going over, I'll send this to. You have to be willing to send me your address. And speaking of addresses, I haven't seen her here since I don't know if this was a giveaway or what it was that, well, I'm sure it was a giveaway, but Mariah, if you will get back with me, I haven't seen her here since I sent this out April 7th and it was returned to me. So I either wrote the wrong PO box number or something, but your envelope was returned to me, Mariah. So if if you hear this, email me and send me your address again. It's probably my fault. I'm not saying it's yours, but if you haven't got your envelope, that's why. Okay, so let me get over to random.org. So you do have to be willing to send me your address, is what I'm saying. I don't share your address with anybody, and I don't put you on an email list. Okay, so let's go over to random. Oh, that's not it. Okay, so we got our random.org here, and we'll generate a number in a minute. All right, wait till I type in go. One number only. Yeah, make sure you have live chat clicked. And after you put in your number, you can refresh your chat to make sure, because it's going to look like you're the first person that put in your number. That everybody looks like that. So, you can refresh your chat to make sure. Okay, here we go. All right. One number only. Okay, first person closest without going over. I'll send the little mini book, just like we've been working in here. And they're fun to work in. Look, here's a little page we did. And so here's another one we did. So you can just white out, reverse collage out, and then you can put in, and because they're little, you can do like I did in this big one here where I glued, there's 2 full magazines cut in half. That gives it 4 sections. And this weighs a lot, guys. This is a big mama jump. And these are just no stress. No stress. All right, I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last call. Last call. Okay, here we go. First person closest to 66 without going over. 66. First person closest to 66 without going over. See, I see a 58. Let's see. Dot just barely missed it. She had 67. Let's see. First person closest without going over. I'll scroll all the way back and go down. I see Kalura had 63. Did anybody get closer than 63? Scrolling. I'm sure y'all have already answered my question at the very bottom. Okay. Yeah, Becky Kalura. Okay, so Becky Kalura. It's C-O-E. I always want to put it L. It's C-O-E-L-U-R. Okay. Congratulations, Becky. I have your address unless you've moved. So congratulations. You're going to get a little journal with a bunch of fodder thrown in there. I'm just throwing it in there. Okay, so there you go, Becky. Yes, you won. Okay, I'll get it in the mail tomorrow because I'm going to the post office. Okay, so let's go back to our little book here. Let's see. Where's my, I think I threw my brush in the water to make sure it wasn't going to get crusty while we looked at the, okay. All right, there went my postman. I guess he's not getting out of the car, so I don't have anything that y'all are going to want to see. Because if Janet's zine's not coming and I didn't get anything, I do have a couple. I think I have, let me see. What do I have? I have a book on coming in, I think. Let's see. I think it's not going to be here today, though, but let me see. Let me check my Amazon app. My Amazon app. Oh, I do have something fun coming on Sunday. If it comes Sunday, then Monday. Okay, I won't tell you what it is. We'll have something fun on Monday. We have something fun every day, but Okay, so let's see. We did our little head in the clouds, girl. All right, let's skip. We went pretty far in the see. Look, we've got. Oh, we're working from the back. That's right. We're working from the back so that we don't ruin our spine here. Let's just get rid of that. And again, if you don't want to, white out every bit of text, which is what I do, you can just start covering it up with pieces that you tore out. Let's make this a little smaller so it'll fit. Okay. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your week. If y'all want to talk about your channel that when you stream, like I know, let me get that blob of glue up. Lena comes on Friday. Like I said, I think it's at 10 or 2. No, Barb comes on at 2, so I think it's 10. I think Lena comes on at 10 Eastern. Let me get another baby wipe, guys. And Colleen and Kathy will come on again on Thursday, tomorrow, at 10 or so Eastern. If y'all want to talk about when you're gonna come on, go ahead, and you can't put a link, only mods can do that, but you can tell us the name of your show and when you'll come on. Go ahead and do that if you want to. I mean, if you're a fib, if you're here, a friend in the box, don't put any of those troll sites in here because you will be immediately blocked for life. Okay, I like that confidant. I'll leave that there. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. And if y'all missed it earlier, I did show Patty Lang's book that we did on Monday to send to her, and my art, my art floral art journal that we let's find something to put on here. Showed that earlier. Okay, I like this. I actually just want to tear that off. That had a blob there. Blob of glue. I'm just glue sticking these in on this. I'm not, if you're going to do a big major collage piece, you want to use matte medium because this is just small enough that's not going to wrinkle. This is not going to wrinkle, and you're going to be just putting some, paint over the edges and stuff like that. It's going to be okay. If you use wet glue though, like your tacky glue, make sure you smear it very thin because that's really wet glue, and it's going to it'll buckle your little pieces. Glue sticks are pretty good about not doing so. Oh, good, Joan. You're welcome. So if y'all have an Etsy shop you want to promote, again, you can't put in direct links, but you can talk about it. You can put your name of your channel or the name of your Etsy shop, like all the fabric that I got that I showed on Monday. That's from Amore Fabriques. I did put a link to her Etsy shop in Monday's description box. Aunt Beck is here. I don't know if she talked about her show, but she does a little everything. She does art journaling, quilting, sewing, a little everything, tree felling. She doesn't do the tree felling, but hopefully she'll have a video soon. Let me put just a little bit more white paint out. And I'll do a couple more messy ones. You see in my hands, I finger painted some of them in. All right, let's just get rid of all this. And you could you could glue some stuff down first and then, you know, paint around it, over it, or just paint around and over the stuff that's in there and reverse collage it. And I do go back and scrub through my chat later after it renders on YouTube. I do go back and see if new people and, you know, links and things like that. I do go back and check the chat. So if you're new here and you've talked about, you know, yourself or whatever, or the mods put your link in, I do go back and if, as long as you have content, I usually follow you. I don't, if you just have, you're, if you're, and of course, I just love you that you're here, whether you have any content on your channel or not. But I'm probably not going to follow you if you have no videos because, like, you know, kind of pointless. But I do appreciate you being here, whether you have content on your channel or not. All right, let's see here. Like this one right here. Look at this Frida here. All right, so this will be a good one. I still have a little bit of, I almost want a different color of teal. I kind of want the bluegrass green, I think is what it's called. This one, oh, mermaid tail, and I haven't opened it. It's almost like bluegrass green. I think maybe they changed the name of some of them. I don't know. But this is, I think, one of their new colors. All right, let's put a little of that out. Maybe a tiny bit of lime green. And we will put some wax paper between this because I'm going to finger paint it. We don't want to glue our pages shut. And the sun got really bright. I should have probably checked that earlier. It kind of flashed out. There we go, a little better. Bye, Terry. Thank you for stopping in. I'm probably going to be here just a few more minutes, try to get as many of these pages done as I can in this book. And I will have to get the brush down in the crevice there. I kind of like the way that looks, kind of brush looking. Let's maybe do some brush strokes like that. Okay. I kind of like that little wavy look there. Do the same over here. I got a little bit of too much paint on your face, Frida. Let's clean you off there a little. Kind of like that. All right, let's dry. Clean my brush real quick. Okay. You're welcome. Thanks for being here, Tracy. Thanks. Hi, Riri. And again, if y'all missed me cutting the magazines down, all that, I did all that at the beginning. Just be real careful. Preferably take it to Staples or Office Place and have them cut them down for you. But be very careful if you do cut them yourself, and make sure you use a metal ruler. Well, hi, John. Thank you for stopping in and thank you for the super chat. If y'all miss every Tuesday, let's see if I get this right, John. Every Tuesday before Oak Island, John does like a preview. And then tonight, he and Judy will be doing a synopsis of last night's YouTube, we'll be doing a synopsis of last night's Oak Island show. And then I think on either Fridays or Saturdays, sometimes he has interviews with guests from Oak Island. So go follow the Quest of Oak Island to get updates and insider information on the Curse of Oak Island's the name of the TV show. The Quest of Oak Island is John's YouTube channel and Facebook group. So thank you, John. So it's so fun. It's so fun to listen to them. They'll talk about the different theories. And so thanks, John, for the super chat. I appreciate that. All right, let's see if that's dry enough to turn the page. Little Frida. And again, this might just have something covering it up. Yeah, I love all the theories and ideas and whether they find anything or not. I know people go, I just don't find anything. Well, whether they do or not, I love the hunt. I love the exploration, the equipment, the different. I just like all of it. So, no, thank you, John. All right, so let's see here. We'll do a couple more pages. And we're just making some little mini journals today. You could put all your Oak Island information in one of these. I have other books for that kind of stuff. But you could just use a little journal just to write down any kind of notes, a daily thing, the scraps of the day. Yep, season 9's almost done. I know, right, Jane? Let's see what the spine's looking like now that I'm working from the back. Yes, I think it's flattening out just a little. It started warping because I wasn't going front to back. Now back and forth. So I think it's starting to flatten out a little. Okay, let's see here. Let's get rid of this one. I'm just trying to see how much I can get done in this one journal, before a few more minutes. Oh, thank you, Lady Jan. Thank you so much. Aww. Thank you so much, Lady Jan. Lady Jan's another one that's been around forever. If y'all don't follow Lady True North, Jan, her name's Jaen, but Lady True North on Instagram. She's getting back into doing her nature tags, which I think she needs to make a book out of. And she lives in, I don't know if she wants to say. She can say if she wants, but she does of her area where she lives, nature tags, and she can say what she wants. She's also the one that did the Cadfael book for me that I've shown a few times. I'll try to show it again soon because I really love my Cadfael book. Okay, that's good. So I don't cover it up. You can still see a little bit of the text there. It's a nice little background. Thank you, Jan, for the postage fund. All right, let's see how many more pages we have that need just a little bit of. Whoops, that went a little over the edge. See, that's what you don't want to do because you'll glue your pages shut. Yes, thank you. So, yeah, y'all keep Tori, the Artful Dabbler. I know some of y'all know her. Keep her in your prayers, and also Faithful Mess. Our Faithful Mess, her and her family need your prayers as well. So I won't give details of people's illnesses here, but if y'all are prayers or if you know these people, then message them. Well, you can't message. I think Tori's in the hospital, but like faithfulness, messenger, and tell her that you're praying for, thinking of her, and anybody else y'all know, keep them in your prayers because we have to do that. All right, there we go. All right. Thank you, Rachel, for the reminder. And John, I know John has some health things with himself too, and a lot of times he does his show in a lot of pain. So keep John in your prayers. Bye, John. Thanks for stopping in. I think we're almost done with this book here. I got a couple more pages. I'm just trying to white out the text. We'll glue in a couple more things and see what else we can do here. But these are fun to do. They're fun to have handy when you just have a little something you want to keep. Maybe you got a little sticker or something in a happy mail you like. You don't know where to put it. If you don't have a major art journal and you just want a little place to put things like that. Thank you, Rachel. All right, let's see. I like those as they are. We should be almost to the middle now. Those are fine. Let's get rid of this text here. And I hope y'all had a little bit of inspiration, whether you cut down a magazine and do one like this, or whether you just want to do some collage, some reverse collage, and just do a whole, you don't have to cut it down. Do a whole magazine. Just take your magazine, your Somerset Studio art journaling, and start painting in it. All right, let's see. I think we're almost back to the middle. Okay, a couple more here. Use up the rest of this paint. I'm trying to dry it quick, but you got to dry or you'll stick your pages together. One more. Almost done with that. There we go. A little bit more. That's true, Rachel. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Do we have much? No, I'll skip that one for now. I still have a few more, but not many. Clean my brush. So let's look at the spine. We pretty much flattened it back out, working from the back to the front. So see, it'll mush down if you put like a rubber band around it overnight. It'll flatten out. Plus, the more you work in it. So let's just kind of do a little flip here, like this little piece right here. Probably would look good with that. We'll just see if we can glue down a little bit more fodder that we have sitting here for the next couple minutes. If y'all have anything else you want to talk about, what you're going to do, or your channels or anything. We do like to promote. I'm not going to put anything here. Let's go to where I could find something that could probably, like this. Could almost go right there. And I'm going to tear it down. Not overthinking it. I'm just going to kind of roll with kind of matching things up. Let's wipe this down. Most of it's coming off from my hands. Let's add another piece here. I'm going to get some scissors on this. Where my scissors go here? So I want to keep that little border there. I'm just not overthinking. I'm just kind of looking at colors, really. Squish it on. As opposed to smush. Yeah, you can, yeah. Here's the whole idea right here. Have fun. Oh, let's see. I'm just kind of, sorting through here what we have. That one look good there. Actually, kind of needs to go this way. Just trim it down a little. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for the super sticker. If y'all don't know Tammy, I know I say it every time she comes in. Thank you. Thank you for the punch, Tammy. She's the mod over at Keisha's Creations who does awesome, fun art sales, art and craft sales of for other people. She does, for Tammy's a mod. Keisha's shows, Keisha's Creations, if someone wants to put a link in. And it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of laughing, a lot of joking, and just tension relieving. Fun. Oh, I like that with the other little extra butterfly. Let's just trim that down. So thank you for the super chat, Tammy. And I'm looking forward to the next auction. Thank you so much. Well, let's see. I'm just trying to do this kind of quick, just kind of using some of this stuff up. That one will work. I'm just picking by color. Can y'all tell? I'm just kind of going by colors that'll work with each one. And then you can go back and add more things on top. You can add little notes, little, dates. You can, do like, let's see here. Let's find something. Let me make sure I'm going the right way with this because I always do this upside down. You can do some, oh, that's the wax paper that I put in there so that I wouldn't glue it together. So you can stamp your date. You can put a word. You can put word fetty. You can just put, this, like, let's say you got a letter with a pretty stamp on it. You can, let's see, do I have one handy? I don't know if I got one right here. I thought I did. Let's see if I have a little stamp. Well, y'all know what a postage stamp is. I was just going to try to pull out a postage stamp to add to it, but I don't have one right. Oh, wait. I think I do have one up here. I pulled off of something. Yeah, here. Little stamp here. Let's just put some glue on that. This is the Netherlands. Is it the Netherlands? I think so. Put stamps. All the stamps that you get off your Happy Mail. See, I like this. I like to try to tear also, not just that because it blends with collage. The collage, when you paint, it blends better when you tear, but it also makes it less fussy if you have it torn, and you're more likely just to play than you would if you didn't. Let's see, I kind of like these colors, and let's just go ahead and add those. Oh, I like that back side better. Just a glue stick and some white paint, and you just can have fun all day long. I can anyway. I can have fun all day long. And let's see what else. Don't forget that Devin has posted tour of her, maybe I think it's in 2 parts, tour of her art room. Awesome. And Devin Rex, she's here. Y'all can find her channel, Devin Rex for Art. I'm trying to think of what else I've watched lately or just in my head at the moment. All right, there's our little praying for you. We did our little Ukraine thing. And then here's here's just a little word dream. We'll put that over on the other side. A little too much glue. The long parts, just one long part. Okay, I knew you said something about adding a supplemental organizational. Okay, let's see. That. Something kind of yellow in here. Oh, here we go. Maybe this one. And you can layer it up. You know, just because you put one piece here doesn't mean, well, does that mean I can't put more? You can add as much, another piece of that maybe. Upside down, right side up. Let's see, this one needs some purple. I'm just going by the colors to kind of coordinate. All right, well, I think I'm going to stop. These haven't been painted or anything yet. So let's just look at it here. Put the lid on the glue. Put the brush over here. Oh, wipe off my hands. So again, it's just a magazine, an art journaling magazine. That we cut down. Like here, let me get another one just to show you. So what we did is we took a magazine and pretty much cut it in half. And then all this side was all loose because it's not attached to the spine. So if you cut it in half, all this is loose fodder for you to use, like I got here, right? And then we cut it down, cut this half that has the spine, cut that down into thirds. So then you have 3 little magazine journals. And that's how we made these. And you can see they get fluffy and fun. This is like what they look like when you just cut them down. And then you can play. Now you can also glue them all together if you want a thicker one. I just, I have the thicker ones like this one to work in, So I just thought I would just keep these little like this. So, all right. Well, I'm going to head on out. It's about 11:30. I'll go figure out some lunch for me and the hubster and go catch up on some other videos while I clean up the art space because it gets a mess. It gets a mess. Lots of mess to pick up when we get done. This one's not too bad today. Sometimes there's piles of stuff behind me on the floor. But all right. And let's see what else. I guess that's it, guys. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you think it's inspirational. Thanks, Tammy. So, and thanks everybody for the super chat. Thank you, lurkers. I hope y'all have, let me back out. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Do something creative, do something fun, make some little magazine journals, or just use a whole magazine if you don't want to cut one down. All right, guys, y'all have a blessed rest of the week and weekend, and we will see you all on Monday. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye, guys.